Okay, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's May 3rd, 2021, and bit of a cloudy, miserable day today, as far as just being depressing, but at least it wasn't as hot as yesterday. We were mainly in the mid to upper 60s and some low 70s, and we do have some scattered showers around. They've been fairly light, but we are going to have some heavier showers moving in. You notice the heavier showers and some thunderstorms over Pennsylvania that will be heading in our direction for later tonight. Looking at the weather map, we have this pretty much this system over here that, get a little bit of a closer look here. You see that we've got just a lot of stalled systems going on. We got a stalled stationary front to our north, and then we have another warm front that is right now stretching just south of Philadelphia offshore, where there's even warmer, more humid air. That hopefully won't get to us. And then we have a cold front. This will come through on Wednesday. So we still got to deal with this whole mess here before things improve in our area. Looking at the current conditions here, looking at the one-to-ground map, you can sort of see where the warm, humid air is. And for pretty much right now over Long Island, we're in the 50s. Oddly enough, though, it's still so damn hot. I had all my windows open. Come in here, it's still so hot, I have to put the air conditioner on. This is just a very hot place. But temperatures are now in the mid-50s across the island. And for the city, we've got upper 50s. And as we head back into New Jersey, it gets a little warmer. Not really. Mid-50s there, too, as well. Let's go to this map here. And we'll get some more observations from this. So again, you got the mid-50s here. Easterly winds, that brings the temperature down. And we're going to be getting that easterly wind. So let's go to the high temperatures for the day. Generally only in the 60s today. However, it was near 70 in Toms River in New Jersey. But generally 60s across the island today. So let's take a look at the... pull this out the radar, and you'll see some warnings out, some flash flood warnings out for some of these storms here, producing some heavy rain over Maryland and Pennsylvania. And again, some of that will be heading in our direction. So let's look and see what's going to be happening here. So I'll move this weather map along here. It's just a GFS, so you get an idea. In fact, let's focus on a more micro scale here. Let's look at the closer look, and I'll go to the HRRR here. I only have the 23Z HRRR, so let me go to the 22Z HRRR. It should only give us 18 hours, but it should give you an idea of what we're going to be experiencing through the night. So you can see this rain moving into the area. You can see some of those heavy showers, maybe even some thunderstorms popping up over Long Island. That could give us a good, depending on where they hit, a good quarter to half an inch of rain, perhaps. And then it moves out. We dry out for tomorrow. We'll take a look at how much rainfall the HRRR predicts, and you can see again, yeah, we can see a half an inch of rain, but you can see it's over an hour area depending on where the shower's at. It looks like, again, HRRR seems to think they track over central Jersey, across New York City and over Long Island, and the southern half of Jersey kind of stays dry. So folks in Toms River wouldn't really be getting that much rain. But again, every model has its own opinion on this, and we'd have to see if the NAM would agree with that. So I'll look at the NAM3, which is we'll look at the NAM3 and see what that looks like, and it has a similar look. So again, some heavy showers, some thunderstorms perhaps in here too. We'll have to look at some of the thunderstorm values, and this is again going to be starting later tonight after 10 o'clock with that chance lingering until probably just before sunrise. And then after that you can sort of see a low pressure area develops, and then after that we're dry, and then the next area of rain would be for Wednesday, a little area of showers that kind of peters out and goes to our north on Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, and then a more widespread area of rain that moves into the area Wednesday afternoon with the cold front. There's actually two areas, one area for the early part of Wednesday, and then another area that may wind up getting involved in our area overnight. So we'll get a break in the late afternoon, hopefully early evening from the rain, but then another little batch with the final cold front Thursday morning. So we can look at the total accumulated precip with the NAM and see how much rain now. Look at the NAM. It's pretty impressive. And again, some of these showers and thunderstorms could be pretty heavy. Could get up to 2 inches of rain, but it all depends on where they hit. And this is through Thursday morning. If I back it up, this is what it looks like as of Tuesday. So you can see, again, some of these could be on the heavy side and you can give 2 inches of rain. This is the NAM, of course, which has a bias, but still, that's a significant amount of rain that is needed. But again, it's not going to fall everywhere. It's going to be, it's going to be over in our area, so some areas might not get that much at all. When you look at this map, you can see that. So let's go back to the HRRR, and I will have to go back to the roll this back to the 18Z run of the HRRR, and we're going to look at the temperatures to show you that. I'm hoping right now that we dodge the bullet with the heat tomorrow. So you can sort of see where that front is by looking at this. So you can sort of see that the front literally lies right over here like this. All right? So south of this line, it's warm and humid. Southwest of this line, it's warmer and more humid. North and east of this line, not as warm and less humid. All right, so that's your stalled boundary right there. All right, your stalled warm front boundary. And if you look at the dew points, you see the same idea there. All right, so you got the west-southwest winds on this side, east-northeast winds on this side. So let's go back to the temperatures here. Move this ahead into tomorrow here. So you can see, look at that heat build over part of New Jersey. And you're probably going to get into the 80s in Toms River tomorrow. Meanwhile, on Long Island, we will only be probably upper 60s to probably around 70 degrees. Will be as warm as it will get with the northeast winds. But you'll notice, look, what happens later in the afternoon. It looks like a sea breeze front winds up developing over the Jersey Shore and then moving inland. Now, that could be the focus of some thunderstorms, perhaps, over New Jersey that might develop. The HRRR probably is not developing any thunderstorms at this time. No, I don't see any, but just beware that could set something off. Because, again, if we look at the dew point here, you'll see that you have elevated dew points over New Jersey, perhaps into the mid to upper 60s. Over Long Island, not dry. We'll have dew points generally 55 to 60. But it'll still be, like I said, a little on the humid side. So it's not going to be a dry day. We move this into tomorrow and move this into Wednesday, and you'll see similar type of setup for Wednesday. Maybe even more pronounced, with Long Island only being in the 60s, maybe low to mid 60s, and Jersey being near 80 degrees again with that stalled frontal boundary. Thank God we're on the right side of that. If you were in New Jersey, you'd be baking. But fortunately for us, we're not going to be dealing with that because the wind will be coming off the water. This seems to be what the HRRR seems to think. And generally, I agree with it because a lot of models sometimes they have an initial they basically underestimate the sea breeze front and the backdoor front and the effects they can have. So that is something that's to think about. So let's go back to the temperatures, and we'll move this onto the GFS as we move to a Thursday. So this is the GFS, by the way. So similar idea. It's pretty much an agreement as to what's going to happen with the temperatures. All right, moving into Thursday, and we have a much nicer day once that rain moves out. Dry day on Thursday, sunshine. Temperatures in the mid-60s. And then Friday, we got to deal with that system. That's this system right here, so we're going to go to this. That would be this system. It looks like the GFS is a little weaker and a little further offshore with this. So that would mean less rain and less wind. Right now for this system, but it would still be Friday would still be a kind of miserable, drizzly, kind of cool, moist day across our area with the track of that system. And then that moves out, and then on Saturday we are again in the 60s. So it doesn't. And then we're dealing with another stall front type situation for Sunday. Again, look at that. Look at the difference. Atlantic City could be 80. We may be struggling to reach 50. On Sunday. So, and we're going to be playing again with the stall frontal boundary again. You can kind of sort of see that. So let's go look at the sky forecast to show you the clouds, because we're going to be obviously having a lot of cloudy days with a pattern like this. Plenty of clouds tomorrow. Plenty of clouds Wednesday. It's Thursday that we break out of the clouds for one day, but then they quickly roll back in for Friday, and then they hang around. Maybe on Saturday we can get out of it, but Sunday they're going to roll back in with this again. Stall front syndrome. So you're going to just have this. Look at this classic stall front syndrome here that we're going to be dealing with right into next week. And now we pull it out more, and we'll show you the general pattern of things. And you'll see why we have stall front syndrome. So Thursday, you better enjoy Thursday, because that's your one little break. And then here we go again with the unsettled weather. And then the weekend, maybe we can get it as salvage Saturday, but here comes more rain for Sunday. And see, this high is trying to build in, but again, you got the ridge here. It's going to block it. We're going to have some stall front syndrome going on. Hopefully the ridge can push this crap to the south, but here comes more rain for Sunday. So yeah, May is looking kind of unsettled, which, you know, shouldn't happen. You know, but again, because of climate change, we don't really have the kind of weather patterns we know we are used to anymore. And it is a wet pattern. If I go and I look at all the precipitation all the way through, you'd see here. Let's see, total accumulated precip. Look at all the rain that is forecast to fall over the east. Meanwhile, the west is bone dry. So we go to the upper air here. Just along, you'll see why we have this setup that we have. So you can see we got this ridge in the east, this weak ridge in the east. Trough comes through, clears some of the garbage out, and then another stronger system comes, and then we got this trough. But the trough, the ridge builds back, and again, it's just like an Atlantic ridge to the south and the east, and a trough to the north and the west. And whenever we have that kind of setup, it usually means stall front syndrome. We can also look at the jet stream and show you the same type of thing here. Let's go look at the jet stream, which, by the way, is a mess. So there's a jet stream, and you could clearly see very disorganized jet stream. There's a trough there that helps produce that storm for Friday, and then you could see you just got kind of a messed up jet stream, and you can see it's just sitting right over us. So that's where the fronts are going to sit, and we're just going to be dealing with these stall fronts as we go through the period. We can also look at the jet stream on the European doesn't have that, right? We will look at the height of the upper air on this as well, which pretty much agrees with the GFS here. Trough still looks a little different on this, a little deeper on the European model, and the ridge by next week looks stronger. So there is some disagreement there. All right. So let's take a look. Let's go back to the sky. We'll go to the NAM3, and we'll look at the sky forecast for the NAM3. All right. This is a higher resolution sky forecast model. So the NAM does have us seeing a little sunshine tomorrow. I don't think it'll be a nice blue sky, but we're likely to see some in the afternoon, perhaps. Wednesday, plenty of clouds, and then it's as far as it goes into Thursday. I'd have to go to the RGEM model for that. So when we go into Thursday with the RGEM, we have clear skies, but you can see that Cirrus might try to roll in on us by the afternoon. So we might not, it might be clear for a little bit, and then the Cirrus rolls in on us. This is what it looks like for Tuesday. So you can see here tomorrow some breaks of sun in there, but we'll have to watch this high cloudiness rolling in. So you might have just a few hours in the afternoon. You're going to be dealing with that Cirrus and all the contrails and all the junk that come with it. We'd have to see if that's exactly what happens. We're not sure if that is what is going to happen, obviously. So now let me look at another model here. And I also want to look at the Storm Prediction Center. No risk for severe weather over us, but you can see they're experiencing more severe weather in the plains and in the south. Again, they've had a number of tornadoes. Let's look at tomorrow's map here. You see there are a bunch of severe thunderstorm watches in effect as well. Let's look at tomorrow's convective outlook. So you can see it kind of shifts a little more to the east there, all right? All right, nothing severe but for our area, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this, and then we can go to the day. I don't think they have a day 3. So let's go to the Ventus sky now, and we're going to look at some thunderstorm parameters as we get into tonight. All right, first is the Cape. So we're going to go to tomorrow. Let's do the morning. So, you see, not really much Cape values, so that means anything that forms here is not going to be severe. All right, you can see most of that's off to the west. All right, but what we will have is a lifted index, which means thunderstorms that could possibly bring heavy rain. Now, this, which uses the 8, what does this use? This is using the GFS for this on the lifted index. Doesn't really have too much going on as far as thunderstorms go. This is again overnight, and you can see it's mostly off to the west. And over us, we're fairly stable, but you have a lot off to the west. So this is quite interesting. You can see, kind of see what's going on. This kind of shows where there's subsidence in the atmosphere, where it's stable and where it's unstable, and where it's cooler and where it's warmer. But as far as severe weather goes, will we have any lightning with those thunderstorms tomorrow? Well, really, technically it is tomorrow because most likely it'll be after midnight. It's going to be very hard to tell right now. Those are probably just going to be showers. Probably will not be thunderstorms per se. Because right now this doesn't look very favorable when I'm looking at this, at least for thunderstorms. We can also look at windy.com as well and see what there is for the thunderstorm threat overnight. We can look at this rain thunder map here. You can see where the lightning thing is. So let's see if that moves a little closer. This is the windy.com model. So 2 a.m. This is again using the European. You can see it is generating some thunderstorms over Tom's River, but I don't see any lightning over us. So probably not any lightning with these showers we're going to be experiencing. And then we dry out and stabilize for tomorrow. But we'll still have plenty of clouds around. So it won't be a nice, mostly sunny day or anything like that. And then we move it into Wednesday, where we're going to be dealing with the more showers again. And then it'll be Thursday that we get this out of here, and we can hopefully have a nice day before the cirrus starts rolling in the afternoon. That's really the best day of the week will be Thursday. So I think that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.